Hey everybody, and welcome to my presentation on hydroponics. My name is Matt Bridges. There's no doubt that we live in an uncertain world where many more people are asking themselves the question these days, where's my next meal going to come from? Farmers wonder if they're going to lose entire crops to natural disasters such as Hurricane Katrina or even massive bug infestation. We as a species are expanding at such a large amount that we're building over fertile land that we once used to grow our food. Living in Amish country, Pennsylvania myself, I've seen this firsthand as local farms have been completely cleared to make room for roads and shopping centers and apartment complexes. And let's face it, even the CDC is talking about the zombie apocalypse, which is actually a term that's used to describe anything that threatens our society's social order or economic system. So how can we ensure that we're able to provide even in the face of natural disasters, massive expansion, and potential meltdown of society around us? Well, one way is a more efficient and safer farming method such as hydroponics. So what is hydroponics? Hydroponics is a method of growing plants using water to provide the nutrients to the plants rather than soil. Generally, the plant grows in a neutral medium such as rocks or tree bark in a pot that is full of holes that allows the nutrient solution to reach the roots. In this example of a home system, the net pots are used to suspend the growing plants above the nutrient solution, and the water or the air pump is used to actually splash the water and bubble the water and nutrient solution up onto the roots, providing all of the nutrients that the plant needs to grow. So these are two additional methods of hydroponics. The top left is a top drip system where a pump is used to drip the nutrients onto the plants from above, and then they're trickled down over the roots. The bottom right is a system, a PVC system, where the nutrients are actually sprayed on, and that one is called nutrient film technique. So, do these growing methods produce the same results as it does with dirt? If you take a look at the base of the plants in this commercial hydroponic tomato greenhouse, there are what looks like massive vines wrapped around the pots. As the plants grow and produce tomatoes in hydroponics, the growers just keep coiling the old stems around the base and allow the tops to continue to grow tomatoes. As for the quality of the veggies grown, the grower has complete control over the nutrients the plant receives, which in turn gives them control over the quality of the product. As for the most important part, taste, this ability the growers have to control the nutrients also opens up a whole new world of additives that can improve the flavor over the older growing methods in the soil. For example, with corn or say watermelon, the grower can add stuff such as molasses to the nutrient solution, which in the end product provides a more sweeter fruit and vegetable for you to eat. So with these growing techniques, do you need traditional huge amounts of land, or can it be done in a much smaller scale? Due to the efficiency of the system, a much more greater amount of food can be grown in a substantially smaller space. In fact, scientists estimate that with the given square acreage of New York City's skyline, they could provide enough food to feed approximately 50 million people. As for cost, there's initial upfront investment of the system. However, the home scale, I have made a mini system that cost me less than $10 that I made from stuff that I got at the dollar store. Automated commercial farms obviously are going to cost more, but their costs are offset with reduced growing times, no huge equipment to buy, and it requires much less space so they don't have to pay as much property taxes. So what does that mean to you as a consumer? Well, obviously the health benefits of knowing that no pollution has made it into your food through ground seepage. Even with today's environmental standards, there's still a lot of things making it to our land and water that cause a bunch of health issues. Being able to build your own mini system, you can actually provide the produce that you need to your family on your own, reducing the money that you spent on things that you bought at the store that you simply don't know where it came from. In many cases, the produce you have has been traveled across the country, which means you're paying more for it because it's been shipped to you. Having the reduced space also means that more food can be grown locally, which reduces the shipping costs, again, reducing the price that you pay, and also allows for a greater variety of food available to you, because in the end, some items just simply can't make the transport across country, where if it's grown locally, it can. So how does hydroponics help solve natural disasters, human expansion, and zombie apocalypse? Well, being able to grow exclusively indoors if the grower chooses completely shelters the produce from outside weather and insects, almost eliminating massive crop losses. Due to its space efficiency, hydroponic systems can be used in conjunction with an expanding society, again on rooftops or balconies. Utilizing existing and unused spaces, we can continue to grow food, and even in a city or an urban environment that we couldn't have before because there was buildings and no soil. The ease in which anybody can build one of these systems at home allows people to continue to provide for themselves, even in the face of natural disasters where they're not able to get to a grocery store, in a social situation like the zombie apocalypse, where you couldn't get to the grocery or it's not safe. So after hearing about the benefits of hydroponics myself, I found it crazy that more people in society are not embracing this growing method. In reality, it's actually been used for a while now, and it's just starting to gain in popularity and mainstream. So take this knowledge, get involved with the food that you eat. Buy a local hydroponic produce, or even better yet, grow it yourself. Very easy to do. To leave you, I wanted to give you a taste of the next stage of hydroponics and where this is going to be going in the future. We're already growing the plants. However, scientists are beginning to find ways to use hydroponics to farm fish and use the waste from the fish to produce hydroponically grown plants. Eventually, you'll be able to grow your own protein and veggies that you would need to survive in your own basement. I hope that you learned something and enjoyed this presentation, and I thank you very much for your time.